All right, so we are going to continue with what we did with what we were doing the last time. So in our last video I explained to you the academic module of the smart the smart school management system. Now there was something I forgot to talk about in the academic module, and that is for the preschool department. Now, if a learner is in preschool, you know their assessment is quite different from those in the primary and then the JHS. So for the preschool department, the assessment is very different. Now, let's admit a child in preschool. Let me go to the student body. Then let's use Prince Doe. Okay, I have to first create a class for preschool. So let me create something like KG1. So for preschool, then let me assign a subject like numeracy for preschool, and then let me assign it to KG. Okay, now let's come to student. Let's choose Prince Doe, and then let's change the class to KG and update the result. Now when I go to remarks, okay, immediately I click on remarks and I choose a class like preschool, any class that belongs to preschool, crèche, nursery 1, nursery 2, KG1, KG2. The moment you select these schools, these departments or these classes, their assessment sheet will change as compared to the other ones. You know, look at it carefully. You can see that their dashboard is quite different. Let me choose basics 9. You see basic 9 came straight forward, but these people, their own are really different in the sense that preschool, their remarks are quite different from the other students. So let's select this student, and then you see that they have the affirmative domain. They use the we use the psychomotors and then the cognitive domains, that's intellectual and those things, to scale them. They cannot be using the excellent, the very good. So I did in such a way that if a school wants to combine the two, fine, but if a school wants to go with these ones, to fine, and they can set their own. So you can click on the customized assessment as a school and then create your own domain to access those particular learners. Okay, so you can create your own domain like already I have affirmative domain, that is for social and emotions. Then I have the psychomotors, that is for physical skills. Then I have the cognitive domain, that is for intellectual. So you can decide to add your own domain here, and then when you add your own domain here, you can now put in the skills that you want them to know. Are you getting it? Or the skills that you want to access them on it. So that is what I wanted to draw your attention to, that for preschool you can decide to go this way for them, or you can use the normal assessment that we do also for them. Now back to our main focus for today, which is the financial module. So in the financial module also has its own dashboard or the overview, where you see expected income for the term, then the fees collected, then the arrears, then the overall collected for the day. Okay, so this is what your dashboard gives you for the financial module. Now let's move on to the next tab under the financial module, where we have the fee structure. So you click on the fee structure, then here we have a template. I did it in such a way that you can use a template to generate the fees. So as it stands now, there's no active bill for term 2. So click on free template, that is a setting. You are now going to set a fee. So here you can call it tuition fee. Then the amount will be, let's say, 1,000 cedis for, is it for all terms? So maybe you can select only for term 2. Is it applied to all students? If it is not applied to all students, then you select the level that is applicable to. Okay, so let me select basic 9. Okay, let me select KG, then I save it. Once I save it, once I come here and then I save it, you see it is here, but then it is still not active because I have not automatically generated a bill for term 2. Okay, so now let me do another one also for tuition fee. Then let's say that one is 2,500 for term 2, and that is for basic 9, because the first one was for KG1, so this is for basic 9. Then let me save it. So you can see that I have 2 templates here for term 2 for each classes. Then when I click on auto generate, then now these bills are now active. They are active for the learners in the various classrooms. So you can set the template down and then it's not active. I did that in such a way that, you know, when students are going on vacation for the next term, we need to give them a fee template or a fee bill that they take to the house, that maybe next term this is what they are paying. So you can use this template to generate a fee, but though it's generated, but it's not active until you make it active. So once it comes here, the system will now look at the number of students in KG1 and the number of students in basic 9. That is what our system is currently fetching, and then gives you multiply the amount and then gives you the money in the dashboard. So when you go to the dashboard, this is the expected income. This is expected income, and since you've not collected that, it automatically becomes arrears. So it multiplied the number of students in KG1 by their 1,000 Ghana Cedi school fees, and the number of students in basic 9 by the total number of fees, which is the 2,500. Then now let's go to collect fees. So this is where you now collect the fee daily as the job of the bursar. Okay, so you can now go here, select the class. So let's select KG1. So KG1, only one student is there. Now that child is supposed to pay a fees of 1,000 cedis, okay, but then he hasn't paid anything. His balance is still 1,000 cedis, so he wants to pay something. So when they come, they will tell you how much they want to pay. So if they are paying 500 cedis, who came to pay? So maybe the father's name, maybe Alex Ansa. In what form? He paid in cash, Momo, or check. So he paid with cash. Then if it is Momo, you enter the receipt number or the transaction ID. If it is check, you enter the receipt number. If it is bank deposit, you enter the transaction ID or the receipt number. But since it is cash, you leave it. It was for what? Term 2. Which term? So term 2. Then you now click, and then once you click it, the system generates this for you. Okay, this is what we call the thermal receipt. Okay, so when you zoom the receipt, you'll be able to see. Let me make it big so that you'll be able to see everything. So the name of your school will show, the location, the number will show, and the receipt details. So the date the person came to pay, the receipt number, which will be saved in the database, then the term will be shown, the student name will show, the ID of the student, the class will show, the person who paid will be shown, the amount the person paid, the method the person used in paying, the total bill for the term, which was 1,000 cedis, and how much the person came to pay this year, and the balance that is left. So note that this is for term 2. Then these are some of the details that, you know, will be showing down there for you to know that the receipt is actually genuine. So you can just click on the print, and then the thermal printer does the printing for you nicely. Then you take it home as a parent. Okay, so that is that for the receipt. So once the child pays 500 cedis, you see that the balance now reduced to 500 cedis in that order. So that is how the receipt also the fees collection tab also works. So now that you've collected the fee, let's go to the debtors. So you see those who are owing the school. All these people, they've not paid. Their bill is 2,500. They've not paid anything. It is only this John who has paid something. So his was 1,000. He has paid 500. He's left with 500. So now you can send parents message that they are owing school fees through WhatsApp. So let's check it and see. Since though is using an actual WhatsApp number, so when you click on WhatsApp, a message will be sent to the parent. Hello parent, this is a gentle reminder for future blah 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 blah. Your ward has an outstanding fee of this. Make payment to avoid any inconvenience. So then when you click on it, it goes to the parent straightforward. Okay. Now it can be customized. The message can be customized based on how your school wants it. Okay. So that is that for the WhatsApp messages as well. And then also you can generate a receipt and give to the child. Maybe when they are going on midterm, you just click on this one. it will generate a payment fee you give to the child to take to the mother or the parent or whosoever that is in charge that they are owing, and then they must do well to pay everything. Okay. Sorry about that. So let's move on to the next one. So here you are able to see the total outstanding fees, how much you've collected, and students that are owing, and you can print the master sheet. So you can take it to class and mention their names one by one for those who are owing, or you can print it and paste it somewhere for them to see. So that is that for the debtors. Then we have the next one, which is called the termly bill. So for the termly bill, it is generated for the next term. So you select the class KG1 term 3. So term 3. So we are going to term 3. That child is owing 500 cedis because he came to pay 500 cedis out of the 1,000. So he's owing 500 cedis. But term 3 school fees hasn't been set. That's why you see here as 0 Ghana cedis. Okay, even if I generate, that will come because term 3 school fees hasn't been set. But when I go back to the fee structure and then I set a fee for term 3, let me say tuition fee, then I say that's 1,000 cedis, right, for term 3. Then I say for only KG, then I save it. So as you can see here, it is only 2 fees that are activated. Are you getting it? So when I come back to the termly fee and I select the class, it will still not show because I have not activated it. Now let's go back and then activate it, and let's see what will happen. So once I come here and then I activate all these once again. Okay, because we are in term 2, so it's not going to work unless I switch the system to term 3. When I switch the system to term 3, then the whole thing will work. So let's switch the system to term 3. Come to session, go to term 3, update it. Once that is done, when I come back to the bill fee structure, then automatically rule everything. You see KG1, only this one is showing because here they are all for term 2, term 2, term 2. This is the only term 3. So term 3 is showing. Now when I come back here, then I select KG1. Now you see that the 3 school fees is now showing, and now it will add it to the arrears the child is owing, and then we can now add it to their receipt so that they send it home. So when you give them their report card, this is the receipt you add. The next term, this is the amount they are paying. So this one is what you add to their report card. So you have termly student bill. So for term 3, you see it. So their tuition fee is 1,000. Their payment history is this. This is what they are owing, and then this is what they will take home. So they will again give this to their parents so that they would make the necessary arrangement and then pay the money. All right. So that is that for the financial modulo. So financial modulo. So that is that. If there's anything you would like me to add to the financial modulo, your views are warmly welcomed. So I'll see you in the next video where I will explain the canteen modulo as well to you. Thank you.